Sagittarius risings, this is part 2 of Saturn transiting Aries in your 5th house of self-expression, play, creativity, joy, hobbies, and children. Creation, basically, which can be arts and crafts, or literally creation as creating children and developing into like a real human being, or, that, goes off into society. So Saturn here is trying to mature you a little bit. Like, how are you coming off? How are you expressing yourself? If you're not already mature, then, Saturn might be a little bit lighter to you. But if you still need healing in this area or more self-reflection and awareness, like, how are you showing up with your children? How are you showing up when you express yourself? Because some people end up being very entertaining. They're the comedian in the room because it's like anxiety, or they want to make sure everybody likes them, or they're the person that people invite to all of the parties because they're the fun, joyful, entertaining person in the room. And maybe you have to hold boundaries that you can't party all the time. It's kind of holding you back on your own creations and hobbies and what you want to do for yourself. You have to learn how to say no and be brave and courageous on that. Saturn could also be trying to teach you to kind of slowly build from the ground up some kind of talent, hobby, something that you have. Maybe you want to start a side hustle and see if it turns into a business one day. And so it's kind of marinating your creative expression, whether that is you actually do that communicating, or you have like an actual activity, hobby, Etsy thing, or whatever it may be. It's trying to teach you how to build. How do you start it? Do you think about it? How are you going to do it in the long term? If you are like a parent, like a single parent with children around, and you need maturing in your dating partner, in your dating house, how are you showing up, to your children? How are you being a role model? Because you are kind of reflecting or projecting a wounded part of your inner child to your children by, having your oldest child, which is still kind of a child, take care of the rest of your children because you're a single parent and you just want to break free and, get attention and feel loved. And maybe you're having one night stands and drinking and getting drunk, on the weekends, and you're coming home and you're actually affecting your children in a negative way. So Saturn is trying to mature you, think things through a little bit more before you start doing things like that. But it can be anything. So, it's really up to you.